main terminal directly ahead. I'm just trying to take a quick look at flight radar to see if I can get the city. I'll pan over here so you can see some of the private terminal activity. There's a business jet right there. And behind us we have a wetlands. Southwest is heading to the gate. Okay, that flight was, it arrived a little bit early, it was Southwest flight 2125, Boeing 737 from Denver. The next arrival will be at 2:40 p.m. An Embraer 75L from Eugene, Oregon, Delta, and then we'll have some departures also. There's a private aircraft taking off. And you know, I will await your comments if you want more lively presentations, but I try to be factual and calm and look at everything around and give you accurate information. I think the thing everybody has in common is the love of aviation and interest in following it, and this is a great way to do that. Nothing like seeing the planes in action. Here comes a business jet. One of the FBOs here, that's the fixed base operator's signature. It's a common one in California, and a lot of business jets fly in there. I've seen the San Diego Chargers, well, used to be San Diego. I've seen that plane fly in here. It had the logo on it. Now the Rams, of course, or excuse me, now the LA Chargers. So and there's flight training at this airport. It's a moderate size airport. City's about 500,000 people. Hot summers, but mild winters, and you know, not a bad place to live. It's not terribly exciting the way the Bay Area or LA is, but cost of living is lower, and we have access to both the Bay Area and Southern California, about 4-hour drive either way. So we're just awaiting. Here comes a private aircraft. Let's see if I can get that one. Turboprop. Looks like a King Air to me. I'm eating a payday bar. I hope you don't mind the chewing noise if it's picked up on this video. But standing out here is somewhat fatiguing, running around, setting up the cameras. So we need a little bit of energy. Some of the other people who film videos like this eat RX bars, which I like too. They're expensive, but they have a lot of protein. You know, you need something that gives you a little bit of energy to withstand standing here for long periods of time. But I'm happy, you know, it's beautiful. You can see the mountains. We've had a dry year. We did have good rains in the very early part of the winter, but not that much after that. I can post the rain totals if I can look them up. And March is supposed to be a wet month, but it's not forecast to be wet. So we're in a severe drought, and all kinds of water restrictions are going to be put in place. Obviously, this area is big on agriculture, and the farmers will be restricted in their water use and the amount of water that will be allocated to them. It should be, it's 2:41, we should be seeing those two flights, Alaska and Allegiant. Looks like I see an aircraft at the departure end of 29, and I believe that's 29 left, the longer of the two runways. There's 29 left, 29 right, approximately 9,000 feet and 8,000. Fresno may be a small airport, but we've had Air Force One in here when President Obama was president, and I did get a picture of it landing, and it took me there was so much security, it took me all day to get to a location where I could shoot a photo. That aircraft we saw was not the Alaska, it's a business jet. I'm saying a little prayer that my batteries will hold out while we can get these two departures in. It shows I have 3/4, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed. We also have an Air National Guard base here and an Army Air National Guard. The Air National Guard flies, I believe, F-18 Hornets. They got them from Montana National Guard. And that was an upgrade from F-16s, which they had earlier. And then the Army Air National Guard has helicopters. When I have a little more time, I'll kind of tour the airport, show you the different segments of it, where FedEx and UPS have their terminals, and the Army Air National Guard and the Air Force National Guard. So there's quite a bit to see. It's pretty spread out. It's still within the city limits of Fresno, although when it was first developed during the war years, here goes the Alaska. I can see it now taxiing. See if I can get that for you. There it is. 737. He's not burning any rubber taxi. He's quite a cautious taxier. And once he gets rolling and lifts off, it'll be an unobstructed view. Once again, I do apologize for the fencing, but it's a fact of life in a large part of this airport. There are vantage points that I know of where it is not a fact of life, but it requires me to walk quite a distance with the tripod and equipment, so I'll try to do that next time. So we're just awaiting this departure. He's doing his final checks, and couldn't have a more beautiful day to fly. Just perfect conditions, almost no clouds. A few clouds to the east. We are expecting rain in the beginning part of the week. A little bit of rain, not anything major. Okay, I see him turning, and he should be taking off shortly. There, you can see him turning around now. Getting ready to line up. There he goes, all lined up. I'm just going to back off a little bit so we can get a better shot when he lifts off, or she. Okay, he's rolling, or she's rolling. And now we should be expecting the Allegiant shortly. That one's heading back to Las Vegas. Allegiant flies a lot of Las Vegas to Fresno flights. Fresno, Yosemite used to be an Army base, Hammer Field, and there were a bunch of them up and down Central California for pilot flight training during World War II. The Visalia Airport was one. There was Sequoia Field, which would be north of Visalia. And of course Bakersfield was one, Fresno, so quite a few. I'm sure I'm missing some. I don't see Allegiant taxing yet. Southwest is still at the gate, but we'll keep an eye. I'm counting at the private terminal. I'm counting just parked out on the tarmac. 1, 2, 3, 4 aircraft, 5, including a business jet. There's a huge construction project going on 29 left, near 29 left, and I'm not sure what it is. I'll find out, but very large concrete structure. Let me just check flight radar and see what's going on with that Allegiant. Well, it still shows 240. If it's a turnaround of the flight that came in that I filmed earlier, since there was a delay, maybe there's a delay now in the departure, although flight radar is not showing that. Those orange buildings, if you, let's see if I can get that for you. The orange rooftop over there is part of the Army Air National Guard, the helicopter facility. And there's a business jet taxiing in. There it is. Well, at least we got something to watch while we're waiting for the Allegiant. Here's a helicopter. There it is. That looks like one of the Fresno, I think they're Anstrom piston-powered helicopters, and we have them patrolling the Fresno area. CHP also patrols it, and the Sheriff's Department has a jet helicopter. I still do not see the Allegiant even taxiing. estimated 251, but it's already 256, and I still do not see that plane even leaving the gate, or that aircraft. So I don't know what's going on. Wind is pretty much to my back, and it's picking up a little bit. You can see the windsock. Let's see if I can get it. There it is. So it's a crosswind. Even though it's at my back, the windsock, it looks like, oh no, it's shifting. There it goes, it's shifted. And as I say, even though this is a smaller airport, there is quite a bit of activity. There isn't right at the moment, but you know, if you're patient, you can see a lot of interesting things. I've even seen a C-5A. A lot of the military bases use Fresno, I guess because of the long runway, for touch and go practice. So I've seen C-19s. I saw a C-5A pick up some piece of equipment in the vicinity of the Army Air National Guard base. And of course C-130s come in. And I forgot to mention, we have the Navy's West Coast Master Jet Base in Lemoore, California, which is about 45 minutes south of here, and they fly the F-35s, F-18s. There's all kinds of activity. It's a huge base, and that's a primary fighter pilot training on the West Coast, one of them. They have the Blue Angels there, you know, the air show. I went to that last time they were here a few years ago. As a matter of fact, I bought this camera for that purpose. And what I'm using is a Sony CyberShot. It's 20.1 megapixels. It's DSC H300 is the model number.